Jake from MJM Technologies here, and today we're going to be testing this Cooktek MG2502FG griddle. This one is sold as of August 9th. Today's August 9th, 2026. We're just doing a test video. So what I can do here is I can vary the power. I'm going to set it to max just to get the pan to heat up quickest. It is already a little warm. Just started out, by turning it on, checking. You can see we get to start boiling pretty quick. Now I'm going to show the different power levels work, so I'm going to bump down to about 80% to show you how it starts to reduce how it's boiling slightly. Then I'll go down to 60%. See a farther reduction. And then as we go down more towards like 40%, you can see it's just barely a simmer. And then at 20% and less, it pretty much isn't putting enough power into the pan to boil the water anymore, but it will still keep it warm. This can also be used in different modes, like smart temp. So if I have it set to just about boiling, you'll see it'll raise it to be boiling. Now the smart temp does take a little bit just to kind of catch up to the temperature, since it's doing it with a sensor beneath the glass. So you can see it knows that it needs to heat now, but if I was to set it to, say, about 170, 175, it shows at temp. And you can see it knows to bring down the power level less than shut it off. Pan sensor works as well. You can see I pulled the pan off. I can tell that. I put it back on, and I'll turn the power back on. The back side does work as well, so I'm going to go ahead, shut that one off, and move Mr. Pan to the back. So now I'm going to set it back up to max, just so we heat up again pretty quick. See, already starting to boil again. Let it get to a nice rolling boil. So now I'm going to start to reduce the power down. So that's 80%. And you can see boiling slowing down. 60% slows down even more. Went too low at 20 instead of 40. That's 40%, so you can see simmering. And then if I go down to 20%, just keeps it warm. Smart temp with this one also works. Set it to about boiling, you can hear the it's heating up again. Now if I was to bring it down to, say, 170, 180. Like I said, this takes a minute sometimes, just because the sensor is beneath the glass, so the glass also does need to warm up a little bit before it's smart enough to tell it's at temp. Yeah, so you can tell it's at 145, so it shut the heat off. The timer function also works. Not really that, we don't usually use it, so. But you can either set a cook time, or you can So if I was to say 5 minutes, it'll bring it in smart temp and it'll count down there. Or you can also just set an alarm. Alright, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, 774-312-6674. Thank you. Bye.